Well, here it is, January 24th, 60 degrees. I think this is going to be the warmest winter that I've been in Memphis. We had a couple of cold days. You can see it's bright sunny. You can see where people throw their clothes. But anyway, 70 degrees. I need to go do yard work. I ran around this morning and um, I guess I was so used to really having like a bad experience with the bus. Everybody was nice today. It was me that was a little grumpy. Everything I planned. Um, well, not everything. Two things out of five things I wanted to do, I could only do two of them. So like I was up to strike three when anyway, but people were nice. But then I complimented like the bus driver because he had really shiny shoes. And he looked nice. And I didn't know that was the uniform they bought, but still his shoes were shiny. He had a bow tie on, you know. So I don't know. But I didn't think I was nice, but I mean I might have been nice today, but like so I think there's everybody is really scared and nervous about what's going to happen with Trump in the office. You know, nobody around here knows who voted for him. You know, but this is a very poor area, and we don't even know what world he's talking about with a burned out situation. So I'm thinking that he's gonna cause problems with some of the like getting rid of Obamacare, getting rid of Planned Parenthood, getting continuing the pipeline up in South Dakota. Um, I want to say North Dakota, but anyway, North Dakota, up in North Dakota. Um, and and he's like, oh, it's gonna make lots of jobs. Yeah, why it's under construction it makes jobs, but they only need one person to drive like the whole line of the pipeline. And I hear that in South America, the natives, people around there, they just tap a hole in the bottom and get gas or wait, you know what I mean? And if they tap a hole, at least they could get ahead and like do a faucet. But if it just corrodes or gets, broken, torn, hailstorm or, something happens, somebody's car wrecks into it, whatever could possibly happen, a plane crash into it, whatever, or just from pressure building up, and you know they do erupt, the sealers, they could leak. This, um, but I mean, we already had, we already know that we had a bad problem with Flint water, and then we have more water problems, because you can't get no water out of muddy Mississippi. They, so I don't even think they could get any catfish out of there anymore. So, it's, you know, I think like when Trump, if Trump goes his whole 4 years and him and his goonies get what they want to get, I think that we will be looking at that what he described on his inaugural day, a burned out mess is what we're gonna get. And I'm predicting that I don't know if it's gonna be Chicago or just, you know, any bad city that's been devastated because of our poor school system. You know what I'm saying? And in the sense, they are right. We have sent jobs over to China, but their ideas of how to do things is such a hateful, negative way, and they act like it's the only way to do things, and that's the scary part when you have people that can't see the big picture. But I guess there's a lot of money, and if Trump is nothing else but somebody that's a businessman that's able to bankrupt every business, well, except for the apartment building up in New York. I mean, for you not to make money in Midtown Manhattan on Fifth Avenue and 56th Street, just a few blocks from Central Park and right next to Tiffany. And it looked like Trump's wife gave her a plate from Tiffany. Well, I hope it wasn't, but that would piss me off. But anyway, because you're supposed to give glass or crystal, or, it's more appropriate, I think. Um, but getting back to, so with Trump, So, and that part of Midtown Manhattan, it's very nice. It's very lush. It's very rich. New York, I haven't been there in a while, but from all I can tell, it's recovering a lot. Uh, um, from what they was allowing to happen in the primary black areas in the '60s and most of the '70s. That we just now starting to recoup, and we had a little what do you call it, going backwards there with the crack epidemic. Um, but most of the people around here, um, I mean, pretty much. I know I broke my foot, but I didn't even get no pain pills for nothing for it. I didn't even take an aspirin. So I didn't even go to the doctor because I can't afford to get the ambulance to go there. They charge for the ambulance where it was, so I just walked home on it. Then I couldn't walk for about like almost a month. So it's now getting better. Started rehabilitating myself. Still some pain, but I can't imagine what is. And I have a doctor's appointment for really stuff I get. Well, I have blood pressure. My grandma died of a stroke during later, right before Christmas. So we have a history of dad died of cardiac arrest. So we have a history in our family. So that's just now really got to where I think hard for me to warm up to people who are just starting to really like get to know my doctor and the lab technician, and they nice people there. You know, I made an appointment because I don't know how long we're gonna. If they discontinue the affordable care, well, I can't afford it. Couldn't. So anyway, so my prediction is, as I was doing that I digest from, was I believe that in Chicago they're going to come down with the National Guards. It's going to be a massacre, because the solution really is to to make jobs back come here. Like here, like a lot of the women, they really messed up. So Aunt Lorraine used to sell candy, soda, hot tamales, and stuff like that right here, like fried bread, whatever, uh, fudge, um, and like she was making good money. The other ladies make good money instead of them like selling other stuff, um, um, like they all copied each other. So then they all put themselves out. So it's not. We don't want to copy like, oh, one person does something good, unless it's like a franchise or something. But I think that we could be more creative, especially um, with reusable energy, really. And if we could just, I don't know, I'm not really good. I'm gonna on a lot of stuff without like another person with a think tank, you know. Um, but I'm gonna fill it out with some simple stuff that I was gonna dispose of just to see if what I could come up with. I'm still experimenting with something like plants. So I decided I have never started avocado, so I'm going to start one. But I think that with this new, what people want to use, go green and have reusable energy and stuff like that. I think there's a big opening, and I think it's a big space in the United States. I think there's other stuff that we could get into manufacturing, that because as it stands right now, I don't know what they're gonna put in Walmart's, what they're gonna put in Targets. You already got rid of like pretty much Sears and Macy's and Gimbels. Well, Gimbels is gone. You know what I'm saying? And, and at least like and JCB is out of the way, almost out of the way too. At least those things, those places, once in a while you can find with the, stuff with American Union label in it, clothing. But anyway, so uh, everybody's waiting for everybody's waiting for Trump and his little goonies to just just start shooting at American citizens because some reason some he made a promise Like he's still running. Oh my god! And I saw the press conference. Oh my god! I'm like, don't they have anybody nice, charming? You know, you don't have to agree with somebody, but you like somebody with a pleasant personality. I mean, none of those people that he have are pleasant. None of them are nice. You would think as much money as they have, and why would they have to be so mean? You know what I'm saying? But I think their grievous problem is that they're used to like being able to walk over the very poor and to just you know um and they don't really go out of their little niche. So I think they're going to come to a rude awakening. I don't even think Israel would appreciate them telling them where to move the embassy. On is you know like that's Israel's still running Israel. So I think they're going to find a rude awakening. I think they're going to have enough problems, taking care of the day to day stuff, and and then with them trying to go back and undo everything that President Obama did in the last 8 years, and then like basically it seems like after that first briefing, I figured like they really mad at the American citizens and they probably gonna just start going off on us instead of like you know like they should be in the honeymoon stage. He's new, he should be. But anyway, you know um we want to see your taxes, Trump. And we would like you people to be nice. Try to be nice. Try to be nice to the American citizen. And try to think out what you're doing. Don't just like, we're taking this away and, this and that. Why won't you even think about fixing the school system? Why don't you even think about fixing the justice system? Because you do what you do and you don't fix the other stuff that's been messed up and been causing, that actually caused the problem, that create the problem. You're going to have to just go and maybe that's their plan, to have a lot of people die. Well, if you don't realize the climate, because it's 60 degrees, it's January the 24th. It's usually cold. Okay, it's 60 degrees. It's not 30. It's not 40. It's 60 degrees. And I'm a little warm with this one, but because it is winter time, I think and plus 60 is not that warm, but it's not cold. When I get on my walk, I got too hot. So, oh well, I think we could all like I mean, I people want, and there's so many other things that they could do that needs to be done. But they'll find out. They'll find out, because while they're fucking with us, there's a whole big world out there, and that's what I'm afraid of. While they fucking with us, poor, disenchanted, people that like, and we used to being like the ones like your goat, black on black crime, black on black murder. You know what I'm saying? And I lived around a lot of white people, and um, they're nicer here. They might have a lot of issues, and Lord knows they do, caused by a bunch of races and Jim Crow and the fucked up schools and really the way the church has been leading them. Oh, here comes the dog pound. I mean, let me get off here. It's been 13 minutes. I'm just so scared and nervous because they're gonna be like, it's like I got picked on by the police department all these years, right? And during the time they were picking on me, fucking with me, thinking I'm worried about them, which I've never, like, people that know me real well, they're like, I've been accused of like, you really don't care. No, but yeah, I do get mad, and I will yell at somebody every time you're gonna cost me money, cause me aggravation, try to make me go to jail. These type of things is like, well, like you're gonna do the worst you can, so let's just get it on. You know what I'm saying? So like, but you know what I'm saying? Us black folks have been here before, and I just wish Trump press briefing guy didn't come off like a pathological liar, but he's speaking for Trump. So I don't know what Trump's mad about. He should be happy. He should be rejoiced. Oh, I heard that that Obama, and I don't know if this is true, that they took their beds out. just before they left the order for them to remove the beds because they heard that Trump was bad mouthing, and the Republicans, they were bad mouthing and bullying the wife, by calling her names, and of course probably Trump, Obama. Plus Obama was in Hawaii, so he's not used to the racism of stateside because it's different. You go to different places, and you know what I'm saying. Here it becomes more obvious when you come back here when you've been around like people that are more polite, or or people that are just gonna you know judge you on your character. Uh, but so I think that was probably what I mean, he had a different type of racism, over there, and so he had a different response. And races like around here, like Southern people, they really expect you to a certain response because they're ready for that response. I'm one of those people who's like, their response is for to be hostile, but a lot of people that's been that fucked up with me is no longer here. Not because of anything I did, not because of anything I even wished. It's just that their actions and their behavior. Um, Sometimes we have to think about our environment and where we're at. You know, and I think that's one of the things that the Trump administration is failing to see is that you were not popular. You did not win the majority vote. And it doesn't matter what you say. You can't change history because Obama's going to write his own book and other people are going to write a book that was there during the time. So I just say try to be truthful and try to think about, like, for every action that you have, there's going to be a reaction. And we know that if the reaction is not the way you like, you're going to strike out on the poor, you know. So give the rich a bigger tax break, and you can bring all the jobs you want, but we won't have the money to afford it because you know it's the cost of living. Just people just ain't gonna be able to do it. Haven't gotten nobody's gotten shit. Nobody on Social Security has gotten any money that really correlates with inflation. So you know things got worse. I'm getting a lot less food than I was getting. So things are getting worse. It's to be expected, and sometimes it's the darkest before the dawn.